I think when I choose clothes, I think comfortable is the most important for me.
Cost, how it looks on me.
It's more price than it is anything else. Function over form.
Thinking green.
What they look like.
I guess price of and then also like brands that I really like and like trust. Do I consider ethical practices when I make my shopping choices? Sometimes when it comes to fashion, but not as much as I should, to be honest, not thinking about it. I know that like Gap and Levi have done a lot of initiatives around their jeans and denim specifically because denim uses a lot of water. So when I buy denim, I try to shop there. We are standing in H&M and yikes, H&M is like the worst because fast fashion is. So, but what I would say about fast fashion versus sustainable fashion is that fast fashion has obviously made like shopping and feeling stylish a little more, I think, easy and accessible, like stores like H&M or Uniqlo where you have pretty affordable prices and can get clothes that look and feel, I guess, like chic and in style. And so that's really taken off in the last like 10 years, really. I'd say it's like 10, 15, it's like boom, an explosion and it's all over. And sustainable fashion is still trying to find its footing just because it's not, I think, as appealing. It doesn't have the same like critical mass or support, and it's kind of expensive. But then also, like in my position right now, I want something to wear tonight to a dinner party, so I'm at a store like H&M where I can find something like feels good and I like the style and fit of it and price. But then yeah, I do think about all the people making the same decision as me, and then it adds up, and then we're not in a good spot. But I feel like there are ways though for companies like H&M and other fast fashion retail brands to implement sustainable practices. H&M has been doing like a buyback program, I think, where you can come and donate clothes and then they'll recycle that material to make new clothes. So that's at least a step in the right direction. But I think bigger brands and companies that have a lot of capital and the financial resources to make that impact should probably start helping lead that charge, or else again you're not going to see that success because they do have so much influence.
I definitely think fast fashion is a really bad industry that just keeps on growing. But luckily with the internet and trends like thrifting and stuff like that, it's definitely on a positive trend, and I definitely enjoy thrifting. But even with thrifting, it's hard to find exactly what you need, so that's why I go to stores like Uniqlo.
Do I consider ethical factors? I do if I know about them, if I'm knowledgeable about them, if I see something in the media. But I haven't gone out of my way to research ethical factors, which is something I should probably pay more attention to. I just haven't in the past. Fast fashion versus sustainable fashion. I personally try to thrift things or get things from friends. Sometimes we trade things that we no longer use. But I had a class where they mentioned fast fashion and all of the negative impacts that it's had on society. So I try to avoid it, but at the same time, I'm not sure you can entirely escape it, no matter who you are. Oh, do I know the social vision of the brands I'm shopping at? I think it depends on how much they market their social vision. If they make a point to talk about it, to display it, I take it into consideration. If they don't mention their social vision, then again, I should put more research into it, but in the past I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, I do care about like labor markets, so like I prefer to see things made where I know that like people are being paid appropriately for their work. So I mean, in terms like myself, I just like prefer classics, so I rather invest in like a good piece that's made of like the right materials, and that will like endure all trends. So I don't really necessarily shop at like an H&M where you'll get like a quick fashion piece that's like good for the season. But that's just me personally. So I love Reformation for that. Like I love that the work they do in LA, that all the factories are there. They do like ESL programming for their factory workers. So I really, really love that brand, even though like I generally prefer like a real silk. Like I don't usually buy polyesters, but for them I kind of make an exception because they really are just like putting back what you pay for. Like when I pay like extra for their brand, I know that it's like going for a good cause. So that's like one brand that stands out. They really do great work and they cut a beautiful dress.